Um, I think it's different. There's no doubt that if you want to compete in all tournaments, you need a competitive squad, a robust squad. I think that's important. I think there's a lot of competitive players in the squad already, and I think it's an exciting squad. I'm excited about. Um, there's no doubt that the club, of course, is in the market and looking. What will happen? Again, I would like to speak about it if a player comes in the building, and not about rumors and everything else. But of course, we need a good squad.
And it's a big squad. Will it take some organisation to maybe trim it, or to pick the players, the squad you need for different competitions, Europe?
Yeah, no, I think it's always a balance that squad size, how big, how small. Should it be to make sure we can compete in all competitions? And of course, first and foremost, I know Tottenham. I know the players. I've seen a lot, but I need to know them, one to one. I need to train them. I'm getting input every single day about them that give me a little bit more knowledge. But no doubt that if you want to compete, you need to be able to use the squad good enough.
Last season, obviously, injuries were quite a big thing in terms of happening to Tottenham.
Injuries. Yeah,
In
yeah.
terms of general, the club dealing with that. How do you go about sort of addressing that this season so it's not so much of an issue?
I think no doubt that available fit squad, or close to 100% availability, which we know is difficult because I think there's a lot of talk also about the amount of games the players are playing and the tempo in the games are going up and the intensity is going up. So that of course take hard on the players, or it's hard on the players. But hopefully the way we train, building layers and building robustness into the players is going to be a big part of and how we can make the players more available throughout the season. Hopefully we can make good decisions. And there'll be that little bit of feeling sometimes with knowledge and numbers and all that about when to rotate and when to rest. I think is a big thing as well. But yeah, we know that availability is crucial for us having success.
Daniel's been quite forward recently in terms of saying the club needs or wants to be winning the Premier League and the Champions League. I guess, how realistic do you think that is, and how far away is the club from competing on that sort of level?
First and foremost, I share his ambitions for the club. I think a club of the size, the stadium, training ground, everything should have that ambition. How far away we are, probably very difficult to say. But I think we should thrive for it and go for it. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. That's need to be the aim for the future. What are the odds for us winning the Premier League this year? Some of you must know that. Come on, guys. You don't gamble. Okay, I'm not allowed to either. But you know who will be the favorites. So, but you need to be prepared. I'll ask questions the other way just to let you know. That's part of the game. So I think we're probably not the favorites this season. Probably at least 3 teams that we just mentioned before, and others are ahead of us. But we'll do what we can to build a very strong and very competitive team.
And last one, you obviously signed Marcus, and in terms of some of the other players being linked, seems like there's maybe a Premier League focus. Is that something that's important to you, and is that like an advantage that you see it significant signing players already used to the league?
I think it's a plus if they have Premier League experience. I don't think it's the most important for me. When I look at a player, I think it's is it a good player? How's the abilities of the player? I think that's the most important. If it's a very good player, I don't think there's any problem playing in the Premier League. I know it's very intense. I know it's very physical, but I don't think it's any problem for any player to play here. Of course, there can be times in careers and where they are and all that. So it's a plus, but it's not the only area we're looking into.
Great.
think it's always tricky situations like that if that happens. Right now, I have a player that is fully committed and training well and will play tomorrow. That will always. I'm not talking about Sonny. I'm talking about in general. If a player has been long at one club, um, then it will always be a decision for the club to take, of course. And of course the head coach with the guys who's in charge. And this case will be with Daniel and Johan. Um, because there's something in it. If someone wants to leave at a certain stage, then there could be something like that. But the beauty of this is the club always will decide it in the end, of course. So.
I appreciate you saying he's playing tomorrow, but Harry Kane played a pre-season match. He ended up leaving sort of the day almost before the season started. He was the last manager. Would you want to avoid any similar scenario of someone going that late with Sonny?
Yeah, I would say first and foremost he's here now. I'm not worried too much about it. Let's take that 5-6 weeks down the line. Probably will be a question I'll get the next following week, so I'll practice my answers. But right now he's here.
And just last one, you talked about competing on all fronts. This squad, for different reasons, couldn't cope with Europa League and Premier League last season. How do you make it cope with Champions League and Premier League when the Champions League is even more brutal than Europa League?
Very good question. um, Hopefully, will we in this preseason build a robustness that make the players more robust to compete on all four fronts. Also, make sure we rotate enough in the squad. I think those are the two biggest things. But one thing is the aim. Next thing is to prove it. That's why it's such a nice press conference to have here. Everything is possible. So, like with everything, we need to prove it.
Do you think we were doing something wrong last year with all the injuries?
I think it's always difficult for me to look into what happened before me. Of course, we try to look into it and speak to people that were there last year and try to learn from it. For me, if there were mistakes, and that's another thing, I will definitely make some mistakes. I think that we need to learn from that. So we need to learn from last season. I have some ideas of what I think we can improve and do better, and it should be possible to improve it.
Have you been able to have a conversation with Ange? Are you on
Uh,
sort of terms?
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Can I just ask, did you go, how hard did you go after Brian Boimo? You're linked with him, and you obviously know him better than anyone, and it looks like he's just gone to Manchester United.
I'll follow up on the question earlier. I'll like to speak about players that are here at Tottenham. Brian, of course, is a fantastic player. I've been with him for 5 years, and yeah, I think he deserved a move, no matter where he goes. And that's a player I wish all the best when you've been with a player for so long.
Hi,
Hi.
Do you think it's an unusual situation that you found yourself in, given the fact that Spurs have just won a trophy and sacked their manager, made a change?
Yeah. I haven't thought about it in that way. I just come in, look at it as an opportunity that I'm really super excited about and see lots of opportunity in.
I just wonder whether you talked about your honeymoon period, whether that must put a strain on the honeymoon period, makes it potentially shorter, having, you know what I mean, given the success that eventually came last season.
I think the honeymoon is the 5-6 weeks of preseason. Then it's reality. No matter if we won last season or not. So yeah, 5-6 weeks where you can do a lot of good stuff, and then it's reality. And looking forward to that.
And just the last one from me, you successfully harnessed that kind of underdog spirit, let's say, at Brentford, you know, the bus stop in Hounslow, all that, this kind of thing. Are you kind of preparing to change
think of course it's natural. Tottenham is a huge club. It's a club where we need to compete, as I said, in a lot of different competitions. So yeah, definitely can't use that one.
Tom Buckley.
Hi Thomas. Fans listen to you speak about Sonny and Romero. Well, exactly, you think they're definitely staying at the moment. If Romero were to leave, do you think he would need to be replaced by a player of stature?
Yeah, but I think it's again like a theory. Right now he's here, and that's what I'm focusing on. As long as players are here, I'm training them, I'm playing with them, and he's definitely here and he's very committed. And I know we're looking forward to the season.
You've obviously got Dominic Solanke, you've got other players who can play centre forward, wide players able to play there as well. Do you feel like you need to strengthen that particular position, or do you feel like you've got the adequate firepower?
I think the front 3-4, depending on if you play with a 10, and a front three. I think with Dominic up there, I think Richarlison is a good striker. I know he's been struggling a little bit with injuries. I think he was having a strong end to the season, and was very important for the team to win the Europa League trophy. And Brennan Kulusevski, I know he's out for a little bit while, but he's still there. Madison, Odebert, Matistel, and now Kudus. I think that's a strong, creative front line, and I'm 100% sure we'll score a lot of goals.
And just finally on Kulusevski, I know you say it's a bit longer. Are you getting the sense that he might be fit at all for the first few months, or could it be a while before we see him again?
It could be, I don't like to put a timeline on it, but it's not. Let me put it this way: he's not ready for the first game of the season.
Tom Waller.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
In your career, you've been a very successful adapter, sort of tactically. You change your tactics from season to season, week to week, depending on opponents. Whereas maybe here at Tottenham, there's more of a sort of, rightly or wrongly, a clear mantra about how they play. I wonder if you think you can marry those two things successfully.
Hopefully, that's the plan. I think it's like the perfect middle question. So clear principles, all phases, that you hopefully will see. Um, how can I say, especially how we defend, but also how we attack. Um, and I want to play brave, aggressive, and attacking football. And I'm convinced we'll score a lot of goals. But we need to be able to defend also if we want to win enough football matches. I haven't seen one single team having success without being able to defend. That's not said that we don't want to attack. So we need to be brave, very brave. Yeah, a nice mixture, and we will pragmatic sometimes where we need to be.
I take your point about needing to compete in four different competitions, but I wonder if you saw the sort of celebrations on the high road after the win, and if that, seeing how much it meant to this club to win a trophy, just sort of alters your thinking a little bit about the priorities this season.
But if you
The importance of winning cups
no,
rather than maybe the finish in the league table.
uh, that's a good question. Right now, we're focusing on the first game of the season. That is a smaller team from Paris in the Super Cup. It's pretty good. I try to win that one, but we have 4 weeks to get there, something like that. And then I would like to compete in all 4 tournaments, and there will be one game at a time. It's too far ahead for me. But when you compete, you also would like to take the ultimate prize. Thank you.
Oliver, and a finish with Rachel, please.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Spurs have one of the worst set-piece records defensively in the Premier League last season. Brentford the best record. Is fixing that one of your sort of priorities, and how important is it to sort of get that knocked down during pre-season?
Yeah, no doubt. I think set pieces is very important. As I said, that's another phase of a football match you need to nail if you would like to win it. And yes, one thing was Brentford. If you look, not last season but 2 years ago, City, Arsenal, so good offensively and defensively. Gave almost nothing away defensively and scored like more than 20 goals on set pieces. So it's a key thing. If you want to be a good team, you need to be good in all phases. So yes, that's also an area that we will try to improve.
You mentioned Kudus earlier, saying he's a further take to go to that next level. Is goal scoring sort of the main thing that you want to improve in that
From
respect?
from him or
From him, yeah.
yeah. I think the first season in West Ham he had a very good record in terms of goals and assists. I think everyone is involved. Affected if a team is not performing top for various reasons. So last year, um, for whatever reason, West Ham struggled a little bit. So maybe it was difficult for him to produce the same numbers. But yeah, I think Kudus is a very good offensive player. So I think he can score goals and create goals, and that's what we will work on.
Just one last one. I spoke to one of your colleagues, Fleming Pedersen, he's watched
Yeah,
earlier this week. He mentioned that he spoke to you about Margaret.
yeah.
I just wondered if you could disclose anything from that chat that you had with him about, obviously you coached Margaret at FC then.
Yeah, no, but first and foremost, Fleming is a fantastic football coach. Probably one of the best I've ever met in the game. His knowledge of the game is huge. Um, no, it's just good references. We saw a lot of the same in the player, and it was just to know about his personality. That was the main bit.
Rachel, to finish, please.
Hi.
Just a few questions on behalf of your Korean fans, I suppose. You're heading to Hong Kong and Korea this pre-season. Are you looking forward to your first trip with Spurs and seeing the impact Son has over there?
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that trip massively. That'll be a great experience. So I haven't been to Hong Kong or South Korea myself, so I'm looking forward to it.
Just one last one as well. You've got Yang Min Hap, your youngster Korean, another Korean player. You spent some time at QPR last season. Have you seen enough of him yet to kind of see him in your plans, or would you be looking for another loan?
That again, I think I need to not loan. I need to see the players a few more weeks before I take any decision on anything. I think Yang have done fine in the first weeks. As I said, I learn a lot about them. I have an idea, but it's about learning every single day.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Ron, good.